Surprise! It just came unthreaded. Gotta put blue Loctite in there next time. That's the addendum to building these DNM burners. Alright, I'm not sure on the DNM burner if the other shoe dropped, but this is after a season of downhill pretty hard. I noticed I had to dial in a couple more clicks of rebound because it wanted to eject me on every jump, and I think I know why.
Now, hold on. Are we sure that it's just the fluid being thin? Or think back to how the rebound control works on this. If that piston unscrewed, it moved the needle away from the orifice, which sped up the rebound. That's probably the root of the speedy rebound.
That was this color when it went into the shock. You can actually see, look at the plastic bushings. They got torched. This thing must have been roasting when I was ripping lap after lap at that clinic at Highland when we get to skip the line. So I'm going to keep taking this down, and I'm probably going to put in the revalve that I talked about in the last video. And if I see anything else interesting wear-wise, I'll bring the camera back out. All right, so I got it fully turned down. This is the wear ring, or the slider ring from the piston. It's got some wear on it. I have no qualms about putting this back in with the wear that it is showing. If I had one, I'd put one in. But, I mean, I can't even source another one of these, so I gotta put this back in regardless of how shitty I think it looks. But really, it doesn't look that bad. They did not spring for hard anodizing on the body, because it's kind of hard to get the light in there and have it show up on the camera. But you can see mainly on the thrust sides. Let me see if I can get more light. All right, I got more light with the overhead light for the lathe. You can see the anodizing is completely gone on a lot of this thing. And you can see it's not even like where the thrust would be from the linkage. It's just like all over where the travel is mostly.
Almost as if the piston was loose and just kind of flopping around in the bore and having the edges of it scrape on the sides.
And that's what must have the like water being totally like gray. It's the black dye from the anodizing. The spring also rubbed on it a tiny bit too, but that's no biggie. The IFP, the aluminum IFP, mint. Looks unworn. Same with the reservoir tube on the inside, that is unworn. I think that's mainly because how this IFP is designed. There's no metal on metal. The double O-rings, just double O-ring, and like ride only on the O-rings. If I look real close at them, they're a little beat. I'd consider replacing these with quad rings if I had them on hand, but I'm not super pressed. Or one quad ring and one one Teflon slider that fits in an O-ring groove, but probably not worth the squeeze on ordering that stuff from McMaster. Nothing really to report there. But I think I know why it came apart, besides the fact that I didn't Loctite these threads. When I was modifying... Jesus, focus, you fuck. When I was modifying these, I left a burr on the face, like the flat face, from when I was clamping it. So I'm going to file that off, and then it'll sit better on the rod. And I'm going to put blue Loctite on it.
And after reassembling it, all is well.